What is up, you horror nerds? It is me, your host, once again, Jeremiah Duncan. Welcome back to the channel. Today's review I got for you is a sequel to a remake. Is it worth watching? Let's talk about it. I'm talking about The Hills Have Eyes 2. This came out in 2007, is rated R, runs for an hour and 29 minutes. If you haven't heard of this one, let's talk about it. The loudest screams may be your own when you experience this unrated edition of The Hills Have Eyes 2. Hills Have Eyes 2 with gruesome added footage not shown in theaters, plus spine-tingling special features, including graphic featurettes and a killer alternative ending. With even more blood, guts, and gore than its shocking predecessor, this chilling sequel picks up 2 years after the ill-fated Carter family was attacked by cannibalistic mutants in the New Mexico desert. Now, a group of National Guard trainees on a routine mission find themselves up against the same bloodthirsty freaks. But this time, the mutant patriarch isn't just looking for a quick bite. He needs female breeders to continue his family line. So, this story is pretty jacked up. I will give him that. I do. It is, again, the sequel to the Hills Have Eyes remake. And it does feature Daniella Alonso, who was actually in The Collector. And also features Michael Bailey Smith, who was in the 2006, the remake of The Hills Have Eyes. He was also played Super Freddy in the 1989 Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Child. Now, this story, like I said, is pretty jacked up. It's not a bad concept. Honestly, I didn't mind the storyline. It seems feasible based on the lore of The Hills Have Eyes because it's the New Mexico desert. Obviously, they got that way because of radiation and bombing and test site, and now you've got the government still using the test site. So, I mean, it makes sense and pretty realistic, honestly. Definitely an enjoyable, especially for a sequel, because that doesn't happen very often when people pop out a single. But the story does have a few holes in it, so I don't want to hype it up too much on decisions made by characters, because a lot of times you'll see, and a lot of horror movies do this, but especially this one, you're like, why are you doing that? Like, why don't you go this way instead of why are you heading this way? And it's kind of mildly annoying, especially to people that watch a lot of horror movies, watching poor decisions of people. Like, the storyline, realistic. Some decisions made, not realistic. And that's mildly annoying to me. But the gore and the intensity of this film made up for it and distracted you from that if you're just watching it for enjoyment purposes. I mean, why are you even watching this to begin with? I mean, if we're being honest, you're not really in it for a deep story or to try to figure out how the world works. You're watching it to get jump scared, to see the gore, to squint and quince at the things you're seeing. That is why you watch things like The Hills Have Eyes. It's not groundbreaking, but it is enjoyable, and it should be in the collection if you like that type of thing. I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. The Hills Have Eyes 2. If you've seen it, comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like, subscribe, hit the death bell for notifications. I got more coming to you. Stick around.